Okay, earlier before the class we discussed about the numbers and strings. So for the while you're declaring, while you're working with the string, we always cautious about the single quotes and the double quotes. So what you are starting with and what you are ending with. Okay, if I wanted to print like a past is highlighted in a double quotes. So in such cases, we have to start the entire string, wrap the entire string with the single quotes, or else if you want to alter if you want to quote the past with a single quote, in such cases you have to wrap it with the double quote. Any questions? Hello. Okay, and the next data type is boolean. Boolean is means it is only having a two values, that is true or false. In short, we can call it as a bool. Okay, a bool has a only two values, that is true or true and false. Okay, so true and false should be without any quotes. You can directly use the true and false directly. Okay, and also we have a so undefined. So undefined is JavaScript is a language so undefined when you declare a variable and you have undefined anything into that suppose what I did is where uh, where where C. I just declared a variable called C, and I didn't loaded anything into it. I didn't initialize with some value. So in such cases, what will happen is it will C holds a value or data type of value of undefined. That could be anything, but it will print only undefined. Okay, and the null. Null means nothing. If we want to put some value that variable is does not have anything, in such cases we'll initialize with the null. This null we will use it in most of the time, like in rest integrations we use it to work with null a lot. Okay, very if I initialize C with the null without double quotes or without single quotes. So now C contains what? C contains nothing here. There is nothing in C. And nothing, null and undefined are two different things. Undefined means you haven't defined anything, and then null means that variables does not have anything. Okay, and begin is the each a number number integer field having some limit. There is a limit. The only the maximum number that you can save in a number type variable is limited. It is like a 10 to the power of 128. You can put that big number into the 10 to the power 64, I think, that number into the number variable. But beyond that, if you wanted to use store the number beyond that value, in such case, earlier it is a JavaScript limitation. You cannot save the value more than 10 to the power of 128, I guess. After that, after in the latest JavaScript, there is a big int is also in Java. Java also there is a big int. It will literally host the any number or is it use a very big number, very huge number. Okay, it is very big number, it is length of the number is like 100, 200, 300, like that gazillion of that numbers it can store in that variable, variable. Okay, these are the primitive variables. and these are immutable. We will discuss what is immutable and what is mutable while after discussing with the non-primitive ones. So non-primitive data types or a reference data type or a complex data types or a object data types. All these are like alias names. Okay. So in that first thing is array. Array is a collection of elements. Array is a collection of elements. It is how it is. It is like this. I will run through the service now background scripts only. So whatever we write there, we can write all here. Okay. So in so in service now we use gs.print to log the data. Okay. Comments are done. gs dot print statement to log the data into the system. Okay. If I put hello, if I execute it, it will print the result here. Okay. Okay. Oh, what is an array? Where ARR, like where ARR equal to arrays are always enclosed with square brackets. Okay. And each element, if it is a string, you can an array can be collection of different data types. So if you compare within Java or C++, in Java arrays, you have to define the type of an array. So that if you put the int of array, int of that variable, int of array, so you can only put the data which is integer values only. Likewise, if it is string type array, you can also you can allow to put only string type of data. But in JavaScript, you can put any type of data into the array. Okay. I can i can put number, uh, I can put ca sorry, character, I can put floating point 3.14, that is pi. I can put sequence of a string. I can put boolean, true or false. So so I can put undefined as well. Anything, you can put anything. It's just a collection of elements. Okay. And each element in arrays are always starts with a zero. It's a zero indexed. So if I want to what is in the first element, or how will I use is I'll call. So 12th position is in zero, C position is first, and 3.14 is 0 1 2, and string is in the third, and in the fourth is true is in the fourth location. How we will access a array? We will access array by using square notation, like zero index notation. So ARR of square brackets and the position of what position you want to get the data. If I want to put zeroth position, it will give you the what is in the value in the zeroth position. If I want to know the sixth position, which is not there, then it will give you undefined, because that variable is not there defined in the array. Okay. If I wanted to get the fourth position, what is in the fourth element, fourth position, so it will give you the true. Okay. What is the maximum number in an array is length minus 1. This is the whenever somebody asks a length of the element, you'll have to tell the how many elements are there in the array. How many elements are there in the array? 1 2 3 4 5, and the length of the element is 5, and the highest index of the element is l minus 1. Length minus 1, that is 4. because it starts from zero, right? So fourth position is the highest position. Any doubts? I think three people are not haven't joined yet. Hello.
Yeah, Hari.
Any doubts? Please ask any doubts. Ask whether
Actually, it is clear, Hari, that I have understood that today's class is very good,
Mhm.
and yeah,
Okay.
have
Shall I
gone through the variables. And
yep. Shall I continue?
yeah, you
So
can.
another type is a object data type. Object is something with the curly braces. Objects are start always like arrays. Arrays are zero indexed. Okay, collection of elements. A object is a collection of key value pair. Okay, where obj, I'm just declaring one object, obj is equal to, it is opened and closed by the curly braces. Okay, okay, how will you put the data? It's a key value pair. Okay, key value matlab, key one, it is a key key one, and it is separated by a, separated by a colon. Okay, and it should be comma separated values. If you can put any a number of say element in here, but it should be the comma separated. Okay, this is our value to, key should be unique. Value may be duplicated, but keys always should be the unique. Okay, so if it is a string value, you always value should be quoted with, you don't need to do these things, like you can directly use, no need to be in object, you don't need to be mention double quotes it, even though if you put the keys double quotes it will work, but no need to do. Okay, if it is the values are in string, you always wherever you wanted to set the value as a string, wherever you are using string, always the double quote, a double quote or a wrap with a double quote or a single quote. If it is the boolean, you can use directly true. Okay, if it is a number, you can use directly number. Okay, for the last one you should not keep any comma because it is ended, right? So use comma only when there is a further elements. Okay, this is the syntax for the object. So object may contains the methods as well. We will be discussing that in the functions. For now it is, so object may contains nested objects as well. So likewise array, and array may contain another array, inner array. So nested array as well. Suppose here array 1 is declared already. This is array 2, and in this array you can also put some array within an array, 2 comma 5 comma. Okay, likewise you can also, each key contains maybe an array. It may contain array as well, like a semicolon value is again an array. Okay, and in the array, array may contain even object as well. Means you can the double quote, and here key one colon Okay, this is one. So array may uh, and also object contains object as well. These are nested objects. These are okay. Key 5. Okay. Again, you can use child key 1. Okay. Uh, or how will you access an array object? So like an array, we can use the same notation, but the difference is so instead of position, you have to mention the key key value key in strings, key name in strings. Suppose if I want to print key 1, I'll print the key 1 like key 1, right? Okay, it has to be double quoted. Single quote or double quote. Okay. Array. Wait. Obj. I forgot this. Okay. Wait, what was the error? Oh, so it will give you the value. And also there is a one more way. You can use the dot notation as well. Okay, so instead of a key, you can use the dot. Instead of square bracket, you can use the object dot key. It will this will also give you the same result. If I want to print key 2, it will give you the key 2 value. What is the key 2? It is true. Okay. Any doubts? Okay. I'll tell you right, mutability and immutability, there might be asking in advanced if you are appearing for the very experienced positions, they might ask these questions. I'm not sure, but there might be a chances of asking this question. What is mutability and immutability? Okay, where a equal to 2. Okay, where b equal to a. Okay, and I'm initializing b equal to 3. Just dot. Oh, what will be the into a value you are expecting? Hello. So I have assigned some value to the a, and I have assigned that variable a to b, and now I am changing the b. Whether it will it change the a's value or not? Guys, make it interactive, guys. Sessions. So it won't change the value in a. No matter how many times you assign some value to the b, so it won't change the it won't impact the variable a. So this is called immutability. Okay, or you cannot mute itself. Okay, and now when you are working with arrays. Okay, I'm just having 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 8. Okay, I'm just assigning this variable to d. I'm assigning c to d. Now, and C and D also will be the same. If I print here C, if I print D, I'm just commenting out the first lines. Okay, both containing the same value. I am updating the second element in D. Okay. I'm updating. I'm updating the second element in D. D of. This is how you can get the data, and you can initialize data. This is how we will put the data into an element of an array. Okay. 0 1, right? 1 first position. I'm just giving that 6 6. Let us see. C C also impacted, right? Actually I updated the D only, but it is also impacted, right? C also. This is called mutability. So I mentioned, right, it is a reference data type. When I explaining this non-primitive or a reference data type. So this primitive data types are passed by value. So when you are assigning a variable to some other variable, it is just passing the value value to the another variable. And when you call, so in case of the reference variable, so it is passing to the, it is passing the address of that address of that variable. Address of that variable means like it is just sharing the same, it is referring to the same variable, but data type. Okay. So when you are declaring a variable, okay, it is it is a, okay, it is variable a, and it is having 6. Okay, it is pointing to this one. So when you say b equal to a, when you say b equal to a, it is copies the value. Okay, it will copy the value to the some other location, and now b is looking at b different position. Okay, so if I change b, it won't impact the a because these two are in a separate locations. Okay, and when you talk about c, c is a list of an array, right? Or 2 3. Okay, it having these 3 elements, and here it is c. Okay. S- okay, when you copy c to the d, what it will do is it will just referring to the same array, same location. Okay, it is like an address. Even though you put orders in Amazon or a Flipkart, both are reaches to the same location, right? Because you are ordering it in a different site, it won't go the different address. Correct. Same way, if you change d, you are directly updating the c's value, here value one single source value. Okay, this is how the reference, this is called immutability, and this is called immutability. This variable updations of any variables, any changes in this variable will not impact the variable which you are copied from. but but in the reference or a non-primitive data types, it will be impacted. Both the variables are impacted. which you copied or which you copied from, will both will be impacted. This is how the data types. And for the each and every data type, there are methods from the number and strings and arrays objects. This having the separate methods are there, but that we will be discussing later in the class. Okay. After completing the functions, we will be revisit these methods. What are the methods? Methods are very important in JavaScript. We will use it in a service node scripting very often. Like if we want to iterate through the array, we will use that, and will do some cosmetic operations on strings, like trimming that, or make a splitting that string into two strings, substrings, kind of operations we will going to do there. Okay. With this, I'm just calling for the day. Do you have any questions so far? Hello. How is the class? Can you give me some feedback so that is there any place I have to improve my teaching, or any suggestions? I'm open to suggestions or constructive criticism, so that I'll improve my way of teaching if I had to do any changes. I have a stammer. I have a stammer problem. Please ignore that. Other than that, anything else I need to improve. I will be going giving assignments on this once all the basics, like at least from the variable scopes, operators. After the operators, I might give the assignment, starts assignment, and I'll give you more assignments on the number methods and the operators, conditional statements, loops, and functions. These are the areas are very important in JavaScript. Anything else? Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining the class. Please let me know like whether you will be going to continue or not. Thank you. Bye bye. We'll connect tomorrow at the same time. I'll be sharing that Google Meet link so that it won't be an interruption to the classes. Okay. Bye bye.